start off in this direction, which should lead me to the weight room. Huh. Well, now I got keys. I could really use the lockpick right now. There are steam tunnels here. Why they're not working, I have no idea. And the archives will be my third neutralized red room. Where the keys? Does that mean they're in new rooms, or are they just in old rooms? Ah, the pump room. I've been waiting for this. I read about this, but let me see. Where's the reservoir? Not sure. The pool, however, is right. Is a straight shot across. Exactly would I hold it? Okay, so I want to drain the pool. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it connects through pump 4 into tank 1. 6 units. The pool has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Oh look, the pipes are even, you can kind of tell where they are. So there are the tanks. 4 units apiece, and a reserve tank, but oh wait a second, that must be the reserve tank there. I suppose what I could do is to drain some of that water into the kitchen. That's number 4. Tank 2 has, looks like 2 units in it. I drain the pool into... I drain it into tank 1. I'm going to switch that. still need that pump to operate. I'm trying to drain this tank into the kitchen rather than out of it. Does this work again? I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Wait a second. Can you really not take really need to this can only go into the fountain and the reservoir. Both of those are full. And there's this, the steam room. Now that connects to the archives. The problem is where it is in the boiler room. It's at that part of the boiler room that doesn't have a steam pipe connected to it. So forget about the tank switch for now. This one, the aquarium. I don't have the aquarium, and it's full anyway. I don't have the greenhouse though. Where's that connect to a tank? Tank 2 is already drained. Can I drain stuff from tank 2 into tank 1? It honestly doesn't look like I can. Unless I'm misunderstanding how these pumps actually work. That's the aquarium. See, I'd like to drain the pool, but that connects to tank 2, and tank 2... I don't think that can drain to tank 1. I read the manual for this, but it was so long ago. Maybe the secret's in the reserve tank, which isn't running right now. If it was, though, what would that mean? I mean, I think it's almost empty. It's not indicated on the schematic anywhere. Would water drain from these two tanks into it? I'm not sure. The only way I can find out is by switching the boiler room to... I should be behind the weight room, shouldn't I? So why isn't... Gee, I guess I'm kind of stuck. If I need the pipes to connect somehow to, alright, well, I'm running out of steps anyway. I might be able to change that. If this is a bedroom, how I don't get steps from it? I see it. The weight room should have... Yeah, it should have steam connected to it. Whatever, I'm calling it a day now. I literally don't have any more steps left. Almost. Ah, the schoolhouse again. Yeah, I don't need to go back in there, but maybe I can pass 8th grade this time. I'm going to save up all the gems I can. Not to mention all those rerolls you get. Alright. Hallway. Classroom. Or library. No, I'll take the classroom. This is the 1st grade classroom. Since I get the apple for teacher, I'm going to go to the other way and fill out the other side. Parlor. I can always use more gems. The gems are in a box with a statement. The gems are in... The white box does not have a statement. Well, this is true. So this has to be false. The gems are in a box with a statement. I think that that had to be false. You can't have... Actually, no. That could be true. So, I have the reading nook. Which means I'll draw the library from here. Although... I've got options on the other side, so I'll put the 2nd grade classroom in. Every classroom I draw gives me more redraw options if I draw another classroom. The closet has 2 items in it. And I'll start drawing again from the entrance hall. Well, I honestly need the den more than a classroom at this point. But with that said, I would like a room where I have an option to go to a higher rank. Fortunately, the chapel gives me that option. I'm not going to set foot in there just yet. Instead, I'll go back to this classroom. I'd like an option with more, well, options. Or, no, I'd like to move to rank 3, so I'll draw the spare room here. The pantry here. I think I need the passageway. I need more options at this point. Yeah, I thought this might happen. Though I can't see the floor plans while drawing in this room, but at least it gives me an option. The one with the gem requirement could be a classroom. But I don't want to spend a gem that I can't really afford to spend. The furnace. See, all these red rooms stick together, don't they? Whenever I get one red room, there's bound to be more. See, this is the only good option. Although, yeah, it is the only good option. Even remotely good option. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That might help. Alright, the classroom. If for no other reason, then I can control my options more easily from the classroom. Speaking of... well, the gym gives me more options. But I don't need to go in there. I need the dining room. I always need the dining room. I can be a real hungry hippo. Ah, thank goodness. And I'll draw the 4th grade classroom here. I almost said 4th grade classroom. While I'm here, I don't recognize this thing. Is that... Did Orinda Aries used to be something else and that was the original? Is there some kind of separatist movement going on in there? Hard to say. So that's got a key card. Of course, it's a locked door. You know, when the lights are off in the gymnasium, you can't lose points there. So I'm going to turn off the lights in the gymnasium, turn them on in the dark room and on in the garage just for the sake of... Oh, and I'll better turn off the keycard entry system, because if I can afford to get security, then I'll be able to set the offline mode of the key cards. So that they're open by default. And now I'll draw the library. There's that book, The Fixed Stars. Wait a second. This is the book from the observatory. I remember this. Well, I guess that about wraps it up for the library, although I can draw less common rooms from there. So I use what is apparently my last key on cannot draft second copies of rooms I already have. Well, it's not a bad idea, but items here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, take all conferences and place them in the office safe. I don't think I read that. The office safe. Which code, the safe code is not 9083. But then what is it? I am out of gems. And I can't buy any from the commissary either. This door's locked. Also locked. And everything else has some kind of... Well, I tried. The problem was the dark room. Maybe more likely to draw red rooms, so fine.